There is a heaviness in the air around you today, but do not mistake it for a burden. It is the atmospheric pressure of a miracle arriving. You have felt it in your chest, haven't you? A sudden tightening, a flutter of anxiety that doesn't belong to you, a ringing in your ear that seems to signal a frequency change. You might have found yourself waking up between 3 and 4 in the morning, your mind instantly alert, thinking of a specific person, a specific family dynamic, or a past wound you thought was closed. This is not insomnia. This is spiritual notification. Right now, as you listen to my voice, a pivotal moment is upon you. A shift so significant that it has been set in motion by unseen hands. In the coming hour, your reality is going to be reshaped by a surprise that is already hurtling toward you, even if you cannot yet perceive its approach. The gears of fate have turned. Someone whose name was spoken today in a trembling voice is being drawn back into your orbit. This is not a coincidence. It is a divine appointment. God says someone from your family, or perhaps someone who felt like family but betrayed that bond, is at your door. Not just your physical door, but the door of your heart and your destiny. A letter, a message, a communication that will change everything is being... Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. Written at this very moment. You have been the one who waits. You have been the one who forgives. You have been the one who carried the emotional baggage of your lineage, the black sheep who was actually the white light of the family. And because of this, you have often been overlooked, undervalued, and misunderstood. But the season of hiddenness is over. The person coming toward you, the one who is about to make contact, is currently consumed by a profound fear of losing you permanently. Their sleep is fractured by the weight of their mistake. An extraordinary, almost impossible event is unfolding, and it is tied directly to you. Before I reveal the contents of this letter and why this person is returning now, after all this time, I need you to understand the magnitude of what is happening in the spirit realm. This isn't just about a relationship being mended, this is about your vindication. If you have felt this shift, if you have felt that something big is about to happen, I want you to affirm it right now. Press the like button as a signal to the universe that you are open to receiving, and in the comments, simply write, "I am ready to receive." This small act sets the intention. It opens the channel. Let's talk about the person who is approaching. For a long time, there was silence. There was distance. Perhaps there were harsh words spoken, or worse, a quiet drifting away that left you questioning your own worth. You replayed the scenarios in your head, wondering if you were too much or not enough. You wondered why, despite all your love and loyalty, they couldn't see you. But here is the truth you need to hear. They didn't leave because you were unworthy. They left or created distance because your light was too bright for the shadows they were living in. But something has changed. The timeline has shifted. This individual, who failed to recognize your immense worth, is now having what we call a Damascus Road experience. The blinders are falling off. Imagine a room, dimly lit, perhaps late at night. This person is sitting there and everything around them feels empty. They have tried to fill that void with distractions, with work, with other relationships, perhaps even with substances or superficial achievements. But nothing works. Every time they close their eyes, they see your face. Every time something good happens to them, their first instinct is to tell you, only to remember the wall they built. Every time something bad happens, they crave the comfort only you could provide. They are realizing that you were not just a family member or a friend. You were their spiritual anchor, and they cut the rope. Now, they are drifting, and the panic is setting in. This brings us to the letter. Whether it arrives as a handwritten note, a long text message, an email, or a spoken confession, the energy behind it is the same. It is a letter of restitution. God is compelling them to write it. You see, when you are a chosen one, God does not allow people to mistreat you and get away with it forever. There is a spiritual law of return. For every tear you cried in secret, God has been putting a pressure on the heart of the one who caused it. This pressure is not to harm them, but to awaken them. You might be asking, why now? Why, after I have finally started to heal and move on, are they coming back? This is a critical question. Often, the return happens exactly when you release the attachment. It is the paradox of detachment. When you stopped chasing, when you stopped begging for their validation, you cut the energetic cord that was feeding their ego. Suddenly, they felt the loss of your energy. They felt the cold, and that coldness woke them up. The message that is coming contains 3 specific things. Listen closely, because when you receive this, you will know this video was your prophecy. First, it contains an admission of fear. They will admit that they were intimidated by your strength and your spiritual insight. They will confess that they projected their own insecurities onto you. Second, it contains a revelation of a secret they have been hiding. This secret is the real reason for their behavior. It might be a financial trouble, a hidden addiction, or a past trauma they never told anyone. They hid it from you because they were ashamed, and they pushed you away to protect that secret. But now, the burden of the secret is heavier than the fear of judgment. They know you are the only one with the heart safe enough to hold their truth. And third, the message contains a request for a new beginning, not based on the old dynamic, but based on respect for who you have become. But before you open that door, before you read that letter, there is a warning I must give you. This is crucial. If you miss this, you might repeat a cycle instead of breaking it. The person returning is not the same person who left, but neither are you the same person who was left behind. You have grown. You have ascended. You cannot meet them at the level of your old wounds. You must meet them at the level of your new wisdom. Are you prepared to stand in your power? Are you prepared to listen without absorbing their chaos? Think about the last few weeks. Have you noticed signs? Maybe you've been seeing repeating numbers like 1111 or 444. These are confirmation codes. Maybe you've heard songs that remind you of them, or people have mentioned their name out of the blue. These are the ripples in the quantum field. The event has already happened in the spiritual realm. It is just taking time to manifest in the physical. That pressure in your chest is the collision of 2 timelines. The timeline where you remain estranged and the timeline of reconciliation and truth. The universe is pushing you toward the truth. Let's go deeper into the mind of this family member or person from your past. Why are they shaking? Why are their hands trembling as they compose this message? It is because they are battling their own pride. For years, their pride was their shield. Admitting they were wrong feels like a death to their ego. But the love they have for you, which never truly died, it was only buried, is finally stronger than their pride. They are realizing that life is short. They are seeing the fragility of time. Perhaps they witnessed a tragedy recently, or had a health scare, or simply looked in the mirror and saw the aging of their own face. Mortality has a way of clarifying priorities. They realized that if they died tomorrow, their soul would not be at rest because of the unfinished business with you. God is orchestrating this reunion not just for your emotional comfort, but for a strategic purpose. You are a cycle breaker. Your family line has likely been plagued by division, silence, secrets, and estrangement for generations. Mothers not talking to daughters, brothers betraying brothers, fathers absent. You know the pattern. It runs in your blood. But it stops with you. You were chosen to endure the pain of separation so that you could learn the power of unconditional love combined with boundaries. When this person returns, when this letter arrives, it is the test. Will you react with the old bitterness, or will you respond with the new grace? Grace does not mean you let them walk all over you. Grace means you forgive the debt, even if you don't reopen the bank account. However, the secret letter I mentioned in the title is not just the one they are writing to you. There is another letter involved here. It is the letter God has written over your life. It is the decree of your destiny. This person returning is actually a courier. They think they are coming back to apologize, but unknowingly, they are bringing a key that unlocks your next level of abundance. There is a connection between your relationships and your resources. When there is unforgiveness or unresolved tension in your immediate circle, it can block the flow of blessings. By resolving this conflict, by facing this truth, you are unclogging the spiritual arteries of your life. Watch what happens to your finances, your health, and your creativity after this interaction. The blockages are going to dissolve. I want to pause here for a moment. This is heavy energy we are processing. If you are feeling emotional, that is good. It means the resonance is true. Take a deep breath. Inhale the future. Exhale the past. If you haven't yet, make sure you've subscribed to the channel. We are building a community of chosen ones who are taking back their power, and I don't want you to miss the next update because the aftermath of this reunion will require guidance. Click that bell icon. You are not alone in this. Now let's address the door metaphor. God says someone is at your door. In ancient times, the door was a place of judgment and transaction. It was where legal matters were settled. When this person comes to your door, metaphorically or literally, they are coming to settle a spiritual account. They are bringing the truth that will set you free. You have been gaslit for years. You were told you were crazy, sensitive, or imagining things. This letter, this conversation, will provide the concrete validation you have craved. They will say, you were right. You were right about Mom. You were right about the money. You were right about the way I treated you. Can you imagine the relief of hearing those words? It's coming. But here is the twist. The next revelation might shock you. Sometimes the person at the door is not who you expect. It might not be the person who hurt you the most, but a messenger sent by them, or someone who witnessed the pain and stayed silent. The family member could be a cousin, an aunt, or a sibling who has finally broken free from the toxic family narrative and wants to align with you. They are defecting from the side of dysfunction to join the side of healing. They have seen your light from afar. They have watched your social media or heard of your success or simply felt your absence, and they realize that the family is cursed without you. They want to come back under the covering of your blessing. You must be discerning when this contact happens, and it could be a text notification that lights up your phone within hours of watching this. Do not rush. Read the energy. Pray before you reply. Ask God, is this repentance or is this manipulation? A true apology has 3 parts: regret, responsibility, and remedy. If they only say, I'm sorry you felt that way, that is not the letter we are waiting for. That is a decoy. But God is saying this time, it is real. The brokenness in them is genuine. The shaking hands are real. The tears they have cried are real. Why is this happening in the coming hour or so soon? Because we are in a season of acceleration. Time is collapsing. What used to take 10 years to resolve is being resolved in 10 days. Karma is instant. The wheels of justice are spinning fast. This person can no longer withstand the pressure of their own conscience. It is burning a hole in their soul. They have to get it out. They have to tell you. There is also a protective element to this. God is sending them back because you need this closure to move forward into your new season. You cannot enter your promised land with the chains of Egypt still dragging behind you. This relationship, this lingering question mark, has been a chain. The letter is the key to the lock. Once you read it, once you know the truth, the chain falls off. You are free to soar. You are free to succeed without the subconscious guilt of leaving them behind. Let's visualize the moment. You are going about your day. Maybe you are washing dishes, driving, or sitting at your desk. Your phone pings. You see the name. Your heart skips a beat. Your first instinct is fear, fear of pain, fear of drama. But then a wave of peace washes over you. You remember this video. You remember that you were forewarned. You open the message. It is long. It is vulnerable. It starts with, "I don't know if you will ever forgive me, but I have to say this." As you read, you feel the heavy coat of trauma slipping off your shoulders. You realize that their bad behavior was never about you. It was about their own war. And for the first time, you can look at them not with anger, but with compassion. You have won. You didn't win by fighting. You won by outlasting the darkness. You won by staying in the light. This is the victory of the chosen one. It is not a victory of vengeance. It is a victory of truth. Now, I want to give you a practical challenge, a micro reward for your spirit. For the next 24 hours, I want you to keep your energy unmistakably high. Do not engage in gossip. Do not dwell on negative memories. If a negative thought about this person comes up, counter it with, "I release you to the truth." Prepare your atmosphere. Clean your house. When you clean your physical space, you are signaling to the universe that you are ready for a clean slate. Light a candle, play high-frequency music, make your environment hostile to low vibrations. This person is bringing a lot of chaotic energy with them. Their regret, their shame, their anxiety. You need your home, your internal and external home, to be a sanctuary that can transmute that energy. If you are grounded, their chaos cannot shake you. Instead, your peace will calm them. The secret letter also reveals something about your lineage. It might uncover a piece of family history you didn't know, an inheritance, a lost relative, a genetic trait, or a spiritual gift that was suppressed. This revelation will make sense of why you have always felt different. You weren't just the black sheep, you were the cycle breaker designed to shatter a curse that has held your family back for centuries. The person coming to you is the first domino to fall. Once they align with you, others may follow. You are the Joseph of your family. They threw you in the pit, but now you hold the keys to the grain. They are coming back because they are spiritually hungry, and you are the only one with food. Do not withhold the bread of forgiveness, but do not give them the keys to the palace just yet. Love them, but verify their change. As we approach the end of this message, the sensation in your body might be shifting. The chest pressure might be turning into a feeling of excitement or warmth. That is the confirmation. Your spirit knows the truth before your mind understands it. The quantum reset is happening. The timeline where you die with this regret is being deleted. The timeline where you heal is being downloaded. Listen to me closely. You are safe. You are protected. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment, including the tongues of family members, you shall condemn. But in this case, you won't have to condemn them, because they are condemning themselves. They are coming to confess. The next time your phone rings, or you hear a knock, or you see that email notification, take a split second to whisper, "Thank you, God, for the truth." Step into that interaction with the posture of a king or a queen, not a wounded child. You are the head, not the tail. I want you to do one more thing to seal this. In the comments below, I want you to declare the outcome you desire. Write, I accept the apology and I claim my peace. Even if the apology hasn't arrived physically yet, claiming it spiritually pulls it into your reality. Words have power. Your keyboard is a wand. Use it. And if you have a friend who is also a chosen one, who has been struggling with family estrangement or waiting for a prodigal to return, share this video with them. You might be the messenger God uses to prepare them for their own breakthrough. We are all connected in this great web of awakening. The door is opening. The letter is written. The runner is returning. The wait is over. The silence is about to be broken by the sound of your vindication. Stand tall. Your time has come. The person you were waiting for is finally ready to meet the person you have become. Be ready. It happens soon. This is your sign. But before you open that door, physically or metaphorically, we must discuss the shadow side of this return. There is a specific trap that catches 90% of chosen ones right at the moment of their victory. And if you fall into it, you reset the cycle instead of breaking it. The trap is the savior complex. When this person returns, they will likely be broken. They will appear smaller than you remember. The arrogance that once defined them will be replaced by a visible fragility. Seeing the person who once tormented or neglected you now in a state of vulnerability will trigger your innate empathy. You are a healer by nature. It is why you were chosen. Your instinct will be to rush in, to fix them, to reassure them that everything is okay, to absorb their pain so they don't have to feel it. Do not do this. I repeat, do not do this. If you rush to heal them before they have fully confessed and processed their own karma, you are robbing them of their lesson. You are interrupting the divine surgery that life is performing on their soul. Let them sit in the discomfort of their apology. Let them struggle to find the words. That struggle is where their transformation happens. If you finish their sentences for them, if you say it's okay, before they have even said I'm sorry, you are re-establishing the old dynamic where you do all the emotional labor. This is not about being cruel, it is about being a mirror of truth. Science tells us about the concept of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. For years, this person's brain was wired to see you as the problem, the scapegoat, or the inferior one. For that wiring to change, they must experience a cognitive dissonance. They must face the reality that they were wrong without you softening the blow. When you stand firm in your high vibration, without rushing to save them, you force their brain to rewire. You are literally helping them evolve by holding your ground. This is the ultimate act of love, allowing them to grow up. Consider the timing of this. Why now? Why, after all these months or years of silence, is the dam breaking? It is not a coincidence. We are currently moving through a massive shift in the planetary consciousness, often referred to as the Great Revealing. Everything that was hidden is being brought to the light. You see it in the news, you see it in institutions, and you see it in your family bloodline. The energy supporting secrets and lies is dissipating. Those who built their lives on false narratives are finding that their foundations are crumbling. This person who is coming back to you is likely experiencing a tower moment in their own life. Perhaps they lost a job, a relationship ended, or they faced a health scare. These events are not punishments. They are wake-up calls designed to shatter the ego so the soul can breathe. They are realizing that the way they treated you was a symptom of a sickness within themselves, a sickness that has finally become too painful to ignore. There is also a telepathic component to this that we cannot ignore. In quantum physics, we talk about entanglement. Particles that once interacted remain connected, affecting each other instantly over vast distances. You and this person are entangled. For a long time, you were feeding them energy through your distress. Every time you cried over them, every time you replayed the arguments in your head, you were sending them energetic supply. This supply fueled their ego and allowed them to stay comfortable in their dysfunction. But recently you stopped. You started this journey of self-love. You pulled your energy back. You started focusing on your purpose, your abundance, your connection with God. When you cut that energetic supply line, they felt it. They might not understand it intellectually, but spiritually, they started starving. They felt a sudden emptiness, a void where your attention used to be. This void is what is driving them back to you. They are coming to see if the source is still there. They are coming to see if they can plug back in. This is why you must be careful. You must determine if they are returning because they miss you, or if they are returning because they miss the energy you provided. How do you tell the difference? A person seeking energy comes with drama, with urgent crises, demanding your immediate attention. A person seeking reconciliation comes with humility, respecting your boundaries, and asking for permission to enter your space. Watch their feet, not their lips. Do their actions align with their words? Are they willing to wait? Are they willing to follow your rules? The chosen one does not chase. The chosen one attracts. And what you are attracting now is justice. Let's go deeper into the secret letter concept. This isn't just about a written note. It's about the Akashic records. In the spiritual realm, everything is recorded. Every tear you cried, every lie they told, every moment of exclusion. The ledger is being balanced. You might find that along with this person's return, there is a financial or material shift coming your way. Often, when the family dynamic heals, the flow of abundance is unblocked. The blockage in your relationships was mirroring a blockage in your finances. As this person approaches with their apology, observe what happens to your bank account, your career opportunities, your creative flow. You will likely see a sudden spike in prosperity. This is because you are reclaiming the power you gave away. You are no longer leaking energy into the past, so that energy can now be directed toward building your future. I want to address the skeptics for a moment, or the part of your mind that is skeptical. You might be thinking, I've heard this before, or they will never change. And you are right to be cautious. History is a good teacher, but the version of you that was hurt by them no longer exists. You have died 1,000 deaths to become who you are today. The cells in your body have regenerated. Your vibration has raised. Even if they haven't changed, you have. And because you have changed, the interaction must change. You are no longer the victim, you are the observer. If they come back with the same old toxicity, it won't hurt you this time. It will only reveal them. You will look at their behavior not with pain, but with a detached curiosity, thinking, wow, they are still stuck in that loop. And then you will politely close the door, knowing you did your part. That is also a victory. Vindication doesn't always mean restoration of the relationship. Sometimes vindication is the final realization that you were right to walk away. However, the signs point to a breakthrough. Many of you have been seeing the numbers 1111, 444, or 12.12. These are synchronization codes. They are telling you that the universe is arranging a meeting. You might also be experiencing vivid dreams where this person appears, not as a monster, but as a child, or as someone crying. These dreams are not just random firing of neurons. They are visits in the astral plane. Their higher self is reaching out to your higher self, negotiating the terms of the truce before it happens in the physical 3D reality. Pay attention to these dreams. Write them down. They contain clues about how the conversation will go and what you need to say. There is another layer to this vindication, involving a third party. Often in these estrangements, there was a puppet master. Someone who whispered lies about you, someone who triangulated the relationship. Maybe a jealous sibling, a controlling parent, or a deceptive partner. The person returning to you has likely discovered the treachery of this third party. The secret letter might be the revelation of this third party's true colors. The returning person is realizing that they backed the wrong horse. They are realizing that while they were busy judging you, the person they trusted was betraying them. This realization is crushing for them, and it drives them to seek the only person who was actually true to them, you. Be prepared for them to vent about this third party. Listen, but do not join in the hatred. Stay neutral. Say, I am glad you finally see the truth, but do not lower yourself to gossip. Your silence speaks louder than your condemnation. Now let's talk about the biological impact of this release. Carrying the weight of estrangement releases cortisol and adrenaline into your system. It keeps you in a state of chronic fight or flight. As this resolution of attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.